Welcome back to my road to completion guide for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is episode 56. Set up equipment and materia for Cloud and complete bonds of friendship. Before we tackle bonds of friendship, I'm going to explain exactly how to fight Odin with live commentary. Once you understand how to prolong and even survive the Zantetsuken, the fight becomes very manageable. I'll explain the other rounds with post commentary. Alright guys, let's pick Odin, full might, Cloud, and confirm team. Okay. The first thing that you want to do here is hit triangle to go into Punisher mode and then immediately hit R1 to counter. Okay. So triangle, R1. Now, what happened there? Okay, and I've explained this before, but I'll explain it in more detail now. Think of this fight like tug of war. Everybody's played tug of war. You have a rope. There's usually a string or a ribbon or something attached to the center of or tied around the center of the rope. That's the center line. And the goal is for each side to try to pull the rope to their side to the point where that center line goes all the way to their side. And then of course you win. Okay. Just think of the hidden meter like that. I'm trying to simplify it for you guys. Okay. So if Odin hits us, the center line is going to go to his side. If we hit Odin, the center line goes to our side. So again, it's that back and forth. Even if you block an attack, he's going to get a lot of that center line going to his side. Okay. But when you counter an attack, he's still going to get a little bit of that center line going to his side, but not a lot. Okay. So you're still going to eventually get the Zantetsuken, but it's going to prolong it. Why? Because you're taking a hit and then hitting him back. So the center line barely moves to his favor. Does that make sense? So we're just prolonging the Zantetsuken so we can set things up. Okay. And so what we just did there, we took a hit and then countered. Now we weren't able to actually hit him, right? Because he wasn't close enough. So he got more of that center line on his side. If you again, just mentally thinking about it that way, right? But it wasn't as much as if he would have hit us or if we would have just did a regular block. Okay. So now we're going to get lock on, make sure you're locked on, and then run around the perimeter. Don't spam evade, because if you do, you're not going to be building ATB. Okay. So you want to run around the perimeter. If he starts throwing projectiles at you, there's a good chance just by running that they're going to miss you. But if you just want to be safe, you can, hit the evade button maybe 1 to 3 times, but then keep running. Okay, you want to build the ATB. Now this is one of the best attacks he can give us. It's charge. Okay, why? Because we can counter all 3 hits. Okay, this specific attack is designed to hit you 3 times. Okay, so I want you guys to listen to the whooshing sounds that happen during this attack. Okay, you're going to hear a very loud whooshing sound when I counter the hit, and then there's going to be a very light whooshing sound that follows it. When you hear that light whooshing sound, you're going to hit R1 again. Okay, so it's R1, big whooshing sound, you're still holding R1, light whooshing sound, the second one, tap R1 again, and then it's going to repeat 3 times. I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Now I can't hear it, so hopefully I can pull it off. I'm doing everything visually. I don't have any headphones on right now, so bear with me here. So triangle.
All right. Got it.
You guys see that? And notice that it built ATB. We now have double ATB, and the center line barely moved into his favor. Now I can tell you guys this: if you cannot get this timing down, this fight's going to be rough. Because he will pull out the Zantetsuken really quick. If you can't block these, it's going to count as 3 true hits from him, which drastically throws that center line over to his side. Okay, this is why you want to go inside the summon simulation challenges and practice. Okay, so wait till he does the charge, get the timing down. Remember, it's the second whooshing sound, the lighter one. That's when you tap R1 again. It's 3 taps of R1. Well, actually, it's 2 taps. The first counter shot, you're holding down R1, right? Then every other, all the light whooshing sounds after that, you're tapping R1, okay? Once you have that down, that is a large part of this fight out of the way, okay? Again, it's very important that we counter those attacks so that the center line doesn't go much into his favor at all. And we build the ATB. Why? Because we need to start casting spells. Remember, every time we hit him and he doesn't hit us, we're going to be moving the center line back to our side or back to our favor, right? And so we want to be constantly attacking because we're trying to prolong the Zantetsuken, okay? So now we're just going to evade away. I'm going to wait for him to do an attack. And then I'm going to take the time in between his attacks to activate prime mode and cast re-raise.
Bring it.
Very important that we cast re-raise. This is going to be your saving grace during this fight, okay? Here's what you need to know. You can survive the Zantetsuken, and you can live after the Zantetsuken. It is possible to build your MP pool back up to 93. Currently ours is 58. It's possible to get your MP pool back to 93, get hit with the Zantetsuken, re-raise again. That's going to cost you 35. So 35 minus 93. Okay. And then it's possible to build it up again to 93 before he does it to you again. And if you can't get it to 93, you're going to get it to like 87 or 88. By the time you run out of MP, you should have this fight won, even if he does Zantetsuken 3 or 4 times, right? Because you're going to be getting MP back, even if it's not the full 93, between each one of those attacks, okay? And that's the loop. That's how you survive these Zantetsuken, okay? So our goal at this point is to build up more ATB, whether it's just naturally by running around the perimeter or by letting him do the charge attack, and then we are able to build our ATB that way, okay? Don't be afraid to use level 2 wind either. Level 3 is optimal, right? Because it's going to give us the most MP back. But also use level 2, because I'm going to show you guys in a second that it's possible for him to put shackles on us. And when he does, we're not going to be able to use our wind because we're going to take damage. Okay. So if you get 1 ATB, don't be afraid to just throw out a level 2 wind. Okay. That's going to be our goal at this point. And now we're just hoping that he charges. There it is.
Here we go.
Okay, now we have our ATB. Let's wait for him to do an attack. There's Sleipnir's Fear, that's even better. Or Sleipnir's Furor, okay? When he does this, he's automatically pressured. This is the best time to use your spells because it's a guaranteed stagger. Okay. So watch, if I do wind level 3, watch the stagger. See that? And then you have your prime mode already activated. So we're going to build. And use it again. Watch our magic. 89. See that? Notice, got 1 ATB. We've got re-raise. So again, don't be afraid to use level 2 wind. Watch the magic. 89, 79, back to 89. Okay, so I got some damage in, but I didn't really lose any MP. Now, obviously, if I would have built up the second ATB there and used level 3, I would have been back up to 93. Does that make sense? So again, it's possible to get back up to 93 between each Zantetsuken. It's possible to get there even now before he uses the first one. Okay, you just can't get hit. Right? Okay, he's going to be a little bit more aggressive here. Just keep our distance. Leaping Cleave, you want to counter that. Now notice what happens here. See the I guess it depends on the lighting on your TV, but for me they're purple, but it could be pink for you. But it's the shackles around Cloud's wrist. You guys see that? It's possible to evade that leaping Cleave attack, but it's tricky to do, which is why I'm not teaching it. But obviously, if you can evade that attack, then you won't have this problem. You can just keep casting level 3 wind and so forth and so on. Okay. The trick to these shackles is that if I try to cast level 3 wind right now, I'm going to take damage. I'm going to get knocked down, which means I have an animation where I have to stand back up. That's not good for us because that's going to allow Odin to close the distance. Okay. And do some more hits while we're on the ground. What's that going to do? Make Zantetsuken come out a lot quicker. Okay. So the best thing to do here is just to play things cool. Okay. Just let the shackles go away naturally. Okay. Just focus on getting your counter shots if Odin charges, or just blocking around the, evading around the perimeter. Now, when he does spatial distortion, ideally you want to be on the side that doesn't have a bunch of, it's kind of like a matrix thing happening on the floor. You'll see these square tiles. And then the other side of spatial distortion basically just looks normal. Okay. What this is, it's going to divide the arena in half. So you're looking at the floor. Don't look at where Odin goes. Look at the floor. If the floor looks crazy and chaotic, you don't want to be on that side. You want to be on the other side. Why? If you're on the floor that looks weird, you're going to take damage constantly during the fight until spatial distortion goes away. It's not a lot of damage, but it's damage. Okay. And we just don't want to have to worry about trying to heal. Now, that's just for this specific practice because you're trying to prolong the fight. When it comes to Zack and Cloud, when you guys finally make it to round 10 and you fight Odin, in most cases, Zack's going to already be dead at this point. So you would, again, try to be on the side that doesn't have the crazy looking floor. But let's say Zack is alive and you're alive, Cloud's alive, both characters. Then you just don't want to be on the same side. So once spatial distortion comes out, you just want to be on the side that Zack's not on, because we just want to divide the damage. Again, the arena is going to get cut in half. The problem with that is if Zack and Cloud's on the same side, especially if they're on the side where the floor is all jacked up, they're both going to be taking damage constantly. It's going to be one more thing for us to have to think about. Ideally, you want Zack on that side, because right now I'm showing you guys how to solo the fight with Cloud. Does that make sense? So ideally, we want Zack on the side with the jacked up floor. We want to be on the side with the good floor, but we're not going to be able to necessarily control where Zack goes because we're going to have Cloud. Okay. So just get to the opposite side. If you end up being on the side that has the jacked up floor, then of course Zack has cure spells and stuff he can give you to keep you alive. You can also cast wind, which will give you back HP. So you're okay, but just try to set it up that way if you can. Okay. So watch spatial distortion. Notice the floor. I'm not going to make it. I did. Notice the flames. You guys see the flames shoot up in the center there? That means you can't cross over to the other side. So I looked at the floor. It's kind of jacked up. And then I had a small window of time to move to the side that didn't have the jacked up floor. Now that the flames are out, I can't cross over. So this is where you want Zach on one side and you on the other. If we were in round 10 right now and Zach was over there with Odin, that would be the perfect setup, because Zach's going to be taking floor damage. Who cares? We can solo the fight with Cloud. And then Odin's going to be over there for half the time and over here for half the time. So the damage is going to be divided. That's ideally what we want. Okay. So now we're just going to wait for him to jump back over and then go back to our normal routine. By the way, I'm very close to a level 3 wind. So now it's kind of like player choice, right? I could fire off a level 2 wind spell just to get some damage, because if Odin does leaping cleave, I'm going to have those shackles around my wrist. In fact, I think I still have them. Yeah, I've still got them anyway. But let's say I didn't have them right now, right? It's a gamble. I can try to get the extra ATB, but again, if he does leaping cleave, I'm going to have the shackles. Then my ATB is kind of worthless for a while till they run off, right? Or till those shackles run out. So that's where you just kind of have to make a judgment call. If it were me, I would go for the level 2 wind spell, just to make sure you're constantly getting damage and building up your, keeping your MP pool. What am I trying to say? You're not going to be wasting any MP because you're just going to get it all back. So if you have 90 and you cast level 2, you're probably going to get 90 right back. Okay. So it's not going to hurt you in the MP pool department, but you're going to be guaranteed to get that damage in. Because like I said, once the shackles come out, you're pretty much locked down. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully the shackles go away and I get my double ATB. They did. Okay. There's Gallahorn's warning notice that my shackles are gone. I'm going to go ahead and throw out a level 3 wind. Now notice my MP pool back to 93. You guys see that, right? So it's possible to get back to 93. No problem. Did some damage. Now we're just waiting for, see, there's the leaping cleave. So I did that perfectly, right? Had I not did the level 3, I'd be sitting on 2 ATB right now. And like I said, the shackles are out, so they would just be kind of sitting there. So it's better to use them, guys, before the leaping cleave comes out. Plus, it'll speed up the fight. Okay. Now he should do the imprisonment attack at some point. He usually follows up spatial distortion with an imprisonment attack. There's leaping cleave. Looks like he didn't do it that time. That's okay. I'll try to showcase it here in a bit. I'm prolonging this fight anyway, guys. I could have already beat this fool by now, but just letting things play out slow so I can showcase as much stuff as possible. Notice we got our double ATB, 93 MP. There's a Zantetsuken. Now, your ATB goes away after you die, but your limit does not. So just to show you guys,
Storm's coming.
see how it's possible to get the level 3 wind cast out while he's charging Zantetsuken without a penalty to our character. You guys see that? I didn't take any damage. I wasn't knocked to the floor. Right. So there are times where you can pull this off and not take a penalty for it. And like I said, because we're not going to be keeping those ATB after we die, just throw it out. Even if you only got 1 ATB, throw out a level 2. Okay. Try to get some MP back as well. And then even though we've just casted that and we're not going to be able to keep ATB, at least go in for damage. Just get a little bit of damage in. Okay. Again, we're going to lose the ATB, but damage is damage. Now watch. Death is coming. No problem. Take the hit. Die. Watch the move here. Go straight to limit. Okay. No matter what happens, go straight to limit. Here's how the developers have this set up. They know you have re-raise at this point in the game, or you should. And they know you're probably going to use it to try to come back from the dead after the Zantetsuken. So what they do with Odin is he typically follows up with a quick attack. Now, right now he's doing Lords of the Battlefield, which is not necessarily an attack. It's just him switching attacks. But most of the time he's going to follow up with an attack or a string of attacks. And we're so close to him, okay, that he's going to hit us with them. But remember, anytime you limit, you are invincible. You're immune to all damage. So we use that to our advantage, okay? You need about 70% of your limit gauge full when he does Zantetsuken, because he's going to give you about 30% when he hits you with the move, okay? If you're at 70%, Zantetsuken comes out, he's going to give you the other 30 and give you a full limit. So in between the move, you're not really trying to get 100% limit. You're just trying to get at least 70. And again, you get that naturally just from countering shots, okay? Now he's doing Lords of the Battlefield, so we're going to limit. It's going to give us a little bit of damage.
This time, you're out of luck.
There's the limit. See how he's doing the Allfather's Fury? We interrupted that. And now we're just going to reset the fight. He's using Sleipnir's Fury again. Again, there's the charge. Notice the ATB. He's hitting me. That's bad. That's okay. We can recover. All right. I'm going to go for a level 3 win here. He's basically staggered at this point. And then I'm going to build up 2 ATB here. Why? We need to cast Prime Mode.
Here I come.
And re-raise.
Come on.
Just in case we get hit with Zantetsuken again. There's the imprisonment attack. So he's going to hit you with this. Don't worry about it. Just get as much distance as possible, because it wears off after a few seconds when you're the only person on the battlefield, okay? Or when he hits you one time. I should have countered that shot. Wasn't fast enough. Okay, this is just a souped up charge attack, basically. Okay, now I'm not going to use my level 3 win here, because I'm going to show you guys the Zantetsuken again. Notice that I have 58 MP. I've also got the shackles on, so I couldn't do it anyway, right? But when he does Zantetsuken, I'll cast and show you guys to get that I can get the MP back. Okay.
Here we go. All right.
You can counter the Grim Executioner.
Here we go.
There's the charge attack again.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to get hit here a little bit because I want him to use Zantetsuken again. But I'm also trying not to die. I'm going to have to cast to get my HP back. So it's a little bit of a dance I'm doing right now. I'm just prolonging the fight. Only got 3,000 health. Kill me quickly if he does a combo. I'm hoping he just does his Zantetsuken. If I get the right side, this is not bad. Okay. I made it. I may not be able to prolong this fight. There's a Zantetsuken. Nice. And I don't have the shackles anymore. This might kill him though.
Calling wind.
It didn't. Okay. So back to 62. You guys see that? Back to 62 MP. Got a full limit. Right? Got the re-raise. So we're not worried about this. I'm gonna take that death. Gonna wake up. Limit.
Any last word?
All right. See the attack? We're going to interrupt it, or we would have just been immune to it. And now we repeat. All right. He's going to die here. I would have loved to prolong that even more, but I think you guys get the point, right? We had 62 MP. We would have started casting spells during the fight. That would have been our MP pool up again, right? And like I said, the fight should not last 20 minutes if you're doing this correctly. You can see there it only lasted truly 5 minutes for me. I know this clip was longer than that, but in-game time, it was only 5 minutes, okay? So I would say inside of like 7 minutes per the in-game time, you should have Odin defeated, okay? So come in here and practice. That's the main thing. Get everything down, and I think you guys are going to be okay. All right, guys, we're going to run the fight back, and this time I'm going to show you how to avoid leaping cleave, in case you just don't want to worry about the shackles, right? Now, obviously, there's other attacks that can give you the shackles, but that's the primary one that we're worried about. show you guys how to get away from that, and some little tricks that'll speed up the fight too. We'll talk about that. I should have cast re-raise there. Might be too late. No, I'm good. All right. So we're hoping he does charge again. This.
Here we go.
I'm gonna save my level 3 wind here because he typically does Sleipnir's Fury. There it is. So now we can just hit him with this.
Scatter.
And we're close. We can go straight into our prime mode. The goal here is to try to get off 2 level 3 winds. Tricky to do. Not going to get it off. But watch what happens. I'm going to keep hitting him while he's shifting. Notice the ATB. See how it went up there? While he's in the animation, you can still hit him a few times.
Storm's coming.
Just like that. Get that damage in. Okay? Facial distortion. Look at the floor. Okay, we're on the good side. See what he does. We're looking. There's Leaping Cleave. Watch. You just run underneath to the left, and you can avoid it. That one you can as well. It's a little bit tricky. I was trying to show you that too. I'm gonna try to get a level 3 off here. I don't think I will get it off.
Calling wind.
Yes, nice. But yeah, you can avoid that other attack as well. But definitely Leaping Cleave, just run to the left, and then when the horse is over your head, just evade. I like to evade just for the extra distance. But again, it's possible to get past it just running as well.
Take it off. You're out of luck.
So that'll speed things up for you guys. Get some damage in when he does that. Oh, I'm not going to get that up in time. He's almost about to stagger, so I am going to go ahead and cast Wind here. Just because I want the stagger. And then we can, you know, do prime mode and all that stuff while he's staggered. Because we need prime mode and probably don't even need prime mode because we're just going to get hit with Zantetsuken again. So we could just go that and then do like a level 2 wind.
Calling wind.
Just for some damage. Again, we know what's coming, so. Alright, let's do our level 3 win here. I can probably just take him out. Almost. Yeah, I can take him out right here. Oh, well, I didn't know he had a little knockback there. I was going to just take him out. Actually, I can just take him out here with Cross Slash.
Words.
We know he's going to die, so. And that's it, guys. So again, Leaping Cleave, just go to the left, and then when the horse is over your head, just evade. There's a really big window there. And again, I have been able to get past that attack just running. But you can see there's a 3-minute fight. So I think the previous one was like 5 minutes and something. So it's like 2 minutes quicker if you're just a little bit more aggressive, okay? Remember, anytime you use a Sleipnir's Fury, you just need a level 3 wind, and it's an automatic stagger. Okay. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Now I'm going to turn you over to post commentary, and I'll walk you guys through the other 9 fights. And then when you get to this fight, you'll already know exactly what to do. Our party order is Cloud, then Zack. Zack is our support character, and Cloud is our damage dealer. Build 2 ATB with Zack, then cast Haste and Faith on Cloud.
Take the lead. Gotcha!
Control Zack until the enemy uses Focused Ire or other attacks that cause rocks to float around Zack. These rocks signify that Titan has specifically targeted Zack, which gives us plenty of time to activate Prime Mode with Cloud.
Ready?
While the enemy is distracted, build 2 ATB with Cloud and cast level 3 Wind to break its barrier. Spam level 3 Wind to finish him off. It's also possible to cast Stop with Zack and other spells like level 3 Cure and Mana Wall, so keep that in mind for the rest of the challenge.
Let's do this. Roar! Nothing to it.
This fight plays out the same as the previous round, except this enemy likes to counter with lightning while supercharged.
Let's redline it. Let's. My turn. Here I come. No holding back.
It's okay to attack during this phase of the fight as long as we move around, otherwise the lightning will track us.
Deal with that. Calling wind.
Lightning also staggers us for a short time, so be careful. Stop works on this enemy as well.
Take the lead. Let's do this. Take it easy, huh? Let's do this. How? Going in. How you like this? Storm's coming. That one felt pretty good.
This fight is free since Cloud has Elemental linked with fire. Just remember to kill the smaller enemies first.
Time to get the lead out. Taking over. You had your chance. Now.
「
Switch to Punisher mode and have Cloud counterattack to build ATB. Follow up with level 3 Wind for damage and HP recovery. Keep this up until the enemy activates demonic defense.
Hang back. Don't overdo it. Let's redline. I got this. You ready? Shit. Gotta be careful. Stab not looking good. That's it.
Back away and build 2 ATB with projectiles. Absorb fire and ice for HP recovery and block the other elements. Interrupt Voltaic Storm with level 3 Wind. It's possible to stop the enemy if Zack's alive.
Storm's coming. Here we go. No more playing nice. Gotcha. Sloppy. Got it. Sloppy. Scatter. Let's go.
We're able to absorb damage from fire and ice, and our main spell is wind. So with this setup, it's actually beneficial if Kujata absorbs a few crystals.
Time to get the lead out. Let's do this. Jump, huh? Here I come. Roar! Deal with that. I got this. Let's do this. Scatter. Yeah. Roar! Let's do this. All right. Let's do this. Get ready. Let's do this. How? No way! Nothing wrong with playing it safe. Let's do this. No holding back. How?
Defeat this enemy exactly like we did in Cloud's solo challenge, except this time Zack can give us haste and faith.
Let's red. I got you had your chance. All right. Gotcha. Bye now. Get ready. Buzz off. Shit. Let's do this. Calling wind. Bye now. Get ready. Sorry. Roar. Let's do this. Shit. Storm's coming. Well, that's that.
Fight in the air to stay safe from most of Alexander's attacks.
Take the lead. Time to get the let out. Payback. Here I come. Gotcha. All right. Well, let's do this. Calling wind. No holding back. Going in. How? How you like this? Scatter. It's never in doubt.
Activate Prime Mode, stay aggressive, and spam level 3 Wind. Have Zack cast Stop if he's alive. This enemy can one-shot us, so feel free to cast Re-Raise at the beginning of the fight for safety.
Let's spread right. Time to let loose. Let's do this. You had your chance. Keep it together. My turn. Ready or not? Feeling so hot. How? Shit. Scatter. Let's do this. How? Roar! How? Let's keep it up. Shit. I've got this. No need to hurry. Roar! We're not done here. Oh no, you don't! Gotcha!
Block and switch between characters to minimize and divide damage. After the initial setup, Zack should cast level 3 Cure and Mana Wall for safety. Cloud's job is to destroy both wings with level 2 Wind. Remember to hit the enemy 3 consecutive times in Prime mode to activate Berserk for extra damage. It's also smart to perform regular attacks in the air and synergize for unlimited MP. Cast Re-Raise if you're nervous about Giga Flare.
We're not done here! My turn. You ready? Deal with that. Let's do this. Gotcha! No holding back. Storm's coming. Calling wind. Come on. Nice move. Bye now. After you. All right. Not going down bad. Here we go. Take it from here. Great. Won't last long. Come on. Safety first. Scatter. It's on now. Sorry. Bye now. take the lead. Scatter. I got it. No holding back. Scatter. You're mine. Don't stop now. Leave it to me. Time to let loose. Right now. Oh, no, you don't. Roar! Here goes nothing! How you like this? Calling you in. Get ready. Roar! A solid victory.
This fight is actually easier than we previously discussed with Zack in our party. Not only is Zack able to cast haste, faith, and other supportive spells, but he pulls aggro as well. I put a ton of time into these videos and it would mean the world to me if I had your support on Patreon. So I've set up some free rewards, the link is in my pinned comment. This will give you an idea of what to expect once you become a member. For those that support me already, I greatly appreciate it. My name is Exonovit, and I'll see you in the next one. Be good.
Storm's coming. It's on you. My turn. Deal with that. Taken over. Holding back. It's on you. I got this. Here we go. Take it. My turn. Don't overdo it. Taking over. No holding back. Calling wind. Gotcha. It's on you. I got this. Keep it together. Taking over. Let's do it. Gotcha. Don't overdo it. My turn. Storm's coming. Let's finish this. Roar! Gotcha. You broke nothing! Scatter! It's on you. Yeah! Gotta turn this around. Here we go. Swap. That's it. Calling wind. Let's do this. Got it. Any last words? You're done. Scatter. Storm's coming. No holding back. Got it. Yeah.